I'm Bishop Mark Moore Sr., and one of the great joys in my life is being the pastor and founder of Faith Covenant Church of Jesus Christ here in Decatur, Georgia.
Hi, my name is Nakia, and I've been a member of Faith Covenant for about 6 years now. I first started attending Faith Covenant during my freshman year at Spelman College. And after I graduated, I didn't know whether I was going to go to graduate school or whether I was going to take a year off, but I knew for a fact that I could not leave my church. And it has literally been one of the best decisions of my life. Since I've been coming here, I've gained not just spiritual growth or mental growth or emotional growth, but I've gained a family, and that is by far one of my favorite things about this church.
There are a number of things I love about pastoring this church. One is that the praise and worship in our church is off the charts. It's phenomenal. This is a place where you can always feel God when you come in the house. You can feel His presence. Another thing I love about our church is that we are a multi-generational church. We're a church with a good balance of younger people, teens, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, young marrieds, and then the senior saints. And that brings spice to the church. Our church, being multi-generational, has a tendency to have a mixture of the contemporary as well as the traditional. We're also a family-oriented church.
And I'm Oliver.
And we're the Dukes.
The thing I love most about FCC is the word is put in a way where you can use it in your life. It's practical.
Right.
You know, it's one thing to talk over people's head, and this term I use is whimsical. Be whimsical about the word, and nobody can use it.
Right.
But when you can use the word and you can apply it, you know, God can really bless you and do some wonderful things in your life. And that's what's happening right here. That's exactly what's happening. God is doing wonderful things in our lives because we're able to take the word that the pastor is putting out, and we're able to put it into our lives and action, putting the word in action.
Right, it's true. You know, even in the, like you said about the practicality of the word, but you know, the way how he breaks down, he breaks it down, you know, piece by piece, and it's almost like, you know, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. And so every week when you come to church, you just have this expectation of this feast that we're gonna have, you know, because the word is just so plain, but at the same time, he keeps it very, very Bible.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Prayer, this place is a house of prayer, and we know that, and us getting together and praying together, that's actually enhanced our marriage, because we know that we can come home and we're gonna not only gonna talk about God and talk about the word, we're gonna pray. We're gonna put these things into action into our life and into our marriage. It's making things a lot better.
I agree.
Another one of the things that I'm excited about in ministering at Faith Covenant Church of Jesus Christ is that I have the privilege of working along with my son. In fact, not only my son, Dr. Mark Moore Jr., but even my other son, George David, my daughter, Sharon. We are a family, along with my wife, Shirley. We're a family ministering to other families. And ministry is a real joy in our household.
Yes, sir.
We have fun in church, out of church.
All the time.
But one of the things I think that attracts people to us is that they can tell that we actually like each other. It's something that's rare.
Most times I like you, not all the time.
You know, my son has a great ministry in his own right, preaching around the nation. I'm busy here at the church, and so you've got two good things that are working well together at this church, and we love it. We're excited about it.
We're extremely excited about it. Extremely.
I'm James Edwards, and I've been here at FCC for approximately a year. How I came here was because I was looking for a spiritual father. This place has really mentored me in ways I can't even explain. I basically come from a family that's all female, so to come to a ministry where they really do push for the male to be the spiritual head of his family was something that was very, very important to me. And then also to look at Bishop as a spiritual father, one that I had never had before, was something that was very important to me also. Also, I can look up to Elder Moore as my older big brother. That's what I call him. You know, even though I'm older than him in age, he's older than me in wisdom and in other things. And I glean from that each and every day. This place is not only a house of prayer, but it's also a place of deliverance. A place where they'll love you in spite of where you're at, whatever stage you're at. They will love you and they will challenge you to grow into mature to another level that you should be in Christ. So that's why I came here. This was a place of maturity, a place of challenge. And that's what I needed in my life, and that's what I still need today. And I'm so thankful that God has sent Bishop Moore to the state of Georgia so that I can be fathered the way I need to be fathered spiritually.
And of course, I think that one of the greatest things I love about our church is that we are a place where you can see lives really being changed for the better. That's so exciting to me in ministry, to be ministering to people who I know that their life is different this year than what it was last year because of the power of the Word of God.
I'm Teresa. I've been a member of Faith Covenant Church since 2009. And what I love most about my church is that this was a life-changing experience for me. A lot of churches you go to, you look for something, and I found what I was looking for here. I found it in the leadership, I found it in the worship, I found it in the walk that we have. And it's something that you have to come and experience. A lot of people say, oh, you know, you can go to a church and they'll have good preaching or they'll have just good singing, but we have everything here. And I'm not saying that from a position of I'm being biased, but I truly have experienced solid word, life-changing words that have impacted my life and changed me into be the person I think that God has called me to be.
Because of the magnitude of our vision and because of the growth that God has been giving us in this season, it's become evident to us that our current facility is not adequate for what God is doing. And so we, along with the trustees, have come together and launched, under the guidance of the Lord, a campaign that we're calling Making Room for a Miracle.
When Bishop and the trustees told us as a church that we were making room for a miracle, I knew right then that I had to be a part of it. And it wasn't just because of my dedication to the church or my dedication or my loyalty to the ministry, but I knew I had to be a part of it because this is kingdom. And whenever you sow into the kingdom or whenever you upbuild the kingdom, God is definitely always going to come and He's going to move in your life. So when I made my pledge knowing that God was going to bless my church and He was going to bless my church family, but He was also going to bless me too.
When you first announced the campaign, it became so clear that the reason we had to leave is because this facility that we're in now will not allow us to do ministry on the level that God has called us to. So we said, what do we need in the new place? And we got together with the trustees and just decided that we needed a new location that had a larger sanctuary to accommodate the growing membership. We needed classroom space for Christian education, for trainings and for teachings and ministry on different levels. We needed an environment that people would not feel threatened pulling up in at night. We needed more space. We needed a fellowship hall because as the church is growing, which we're doing every week, even on this Sunday, we experience growth in a phenomenal way. And so we just said, Lord, what is it that you have for us? Where is the place you've prepared? And the instruction that we believe the Lord gave was to really just begin to prepare for the harvest that's on the way.
The moment that Bishop and the trustees mentioned that we were going to start the Making Room for a Miracle campaign, we knew right off the bat that we had to be a part of it.
Definitely. I want to be a part of it. I mean, anything that can enhance our lives, right, like it has, I want to be a part to help somebody else. I mean, I wouldn't feel right about not investing in something like this.
Right.
And so we got together and we came up with a number, we prayed about it, and God gave us a number that is above what we thought we could do, but we're able to do it. We're able to do every part of it,
right,
and God is blessing us through the process of it.
Right. And so we just moved forward with it. The weekend, as a matter of fact, that we paid to our pledge the first time, you know, I actually got a promotion in my job.
We got a promotion.
We got a promotion. We got it. It's ours. It's both ours. Right. We got a promotion. But it's just to show you that, you know, if you're obedient and you just do what you're supposed to do, you know, because if you sow into what God is doing, not only what we're doing, but what God is doing, you're gonna be blessed. You're gonna be blessed.
So we told the Lord what we want. We need more space, we need more rooms, we need more sanctuary. And we believe that as we write the vision and make it plain, we believe that God is going to fulfill exactly what He said He would.
And part of that preparation, of course, is financial. It has been our endeavor throughout the years of our ministry not to be a crisis-driven ministry.
Right.
So when we move into a new location and then there's a crisis, like in so many churches where every Sunday, you know, we're in crisis mode, we've got to raise another 3,000, we've got to raise another 4,000.
Lock the doors, nobody's
Lock
leaving.
the doors, nobody leaving, it's offering time. No, the Lord has given us direction that we need to raise $50,000 by the end of November. A miracle in a month, if you will.
The Bishop challenged us to give. At first I was kind of hesitant because financially I wasn't in a place where I thought that I could give. But yet, because I have the heart of my leader and I have a heart for people, I was like, I need to just put my emotions on the side and just follow my bishop, follow the vision that God has given him, and it will be birthed out. So basically I took a card that first Sunday he made an announcement, made the card, I prayed about it, God gave me the number to give, and I filled out the card, turned it in to Bishop, and ever since then there's been miracles. I've been given job offers, job opportunities above and beyond, you know, to help make my pledge, and even to go beyond my pledge. So I'm just thankful.
We're trying to expand our borders, even as Jabez prayed, Lord, enlarge my territory. Making Room for a Miracle is our search for a new facility. It's a capital campaign that we're pledging our time, our talent, and our treasure toward. And it's all about finding and preparing to be in that place that God has ordered for our steps.
I decided to pledge because it wasn't an option for me. Anytime Bishop asks us to do something or to be a participant in what the vision is for this church, I want to be right there because I believe in this ministry. I believe in the growth of our church. I believe in the expansion of it, and I'm looking for it. Ever since I've been here, I've known that God is going to do something. I've been looking for Him to enlarge our tents and take us to that place. So my decision to be a part of the pledging really came on my prayers. I prayed and I asked the Lord, just as Bishop had requested, what is it that you want me to give? But I wanted it to be a sacrifice. I didn't want it to be something that I can give above and beyond my tithes and offering, but I really wanted to feel the impact. And so I prayed about my amount, and when I pledged, I did it in faith. And I know that we are in 3 phases of giving, but I believe God is going to bless me between each stage, and He's done that already. After I gave my first pledge, I received an unexpected check in the mail, and it just came. And I thank the Lord for that, because I see that He's making provisions for me while I'm believing in our vision.
Our people have rallied, they have pledged, they've begun to give, and now it's time for us to ask our friends, those of you that benefit from our ministry by way of YouTube or by Ustream or by Facebook or Twitter. We're asking you to join us in this miracle in a month. As we make room for miracles in God's house, we believe that God's going to make room for a miracle in your house.
Absolutely.
And so right now where we are is we've pledged from our membership $30,000. We're still $20,000 short of where we need to be. Would you today join us? I think the information's on the screen. You can send us a check. You can give by PayPal, credit card, debit card, whatever form of giving you can share in this. Help us to reach our goal. Help us do something great for God. Help us to make room for a miracle in God's house and in the lives of the people that we minister to. And I believe that I can promise you that God will make room for a miracle in your house.
You've seen over the last few minutes that lives are being touched in this ministry. You've seen over the last few minutes that this is a place where the power of God dwells, and we want you to partner with us in that progress. Please sow a seed now to help us make room for our miracle. God bless you.